Choice here. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Here I want to talk a little bit more about unconditional love and why it's so important that we maintain the spirit of unconditional love. It doesn't mean that you put yourself in a position to be exploited, abused, or any of those kind of things. It means that you are being centered in your true self, in your true being. All is well. Always. When you maintain that, you know that no matter what's going on, all is well. So why did I bring that up? I happen to be looking at something. And it has a lot to do with the Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church, the Vatican, and its wings, the various missions that they have going on all around the world. There was this news thing about the number of children that disappeared in Australia and a couple of other countries. The children were sent to these various orphanages or whatever, or camps, I'm not sure, the schools, taken from their parents and placed in these Roman Catholic schools that were run by the Vatican, okay, or given permission to operate. And later, many, I don't know, 100 or so years later, or not quite, give or take, they find that, I don't know, there was thousands of children that are missing, that went missing. If you combine the number of children in these various locations, it comes to thousands and thousands of children who have gone missing over this period of time. Now, I can't help but to think that along with the other abuses that are taking place, that we have to wake up. When I see these missions running into Africa now, Africa and different countries throughout Africa, setting up their, trying to figure out how to keep the church active, after all of the history, what change are we expecting? What are we expecting? How gullible must we be? How gullible must we be to expect change in something that's been going on for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years? So this situation with these various churches have found in the backyards of the church of these churches that thousands of children have been buried in different plots all over. And it was mostly the children of the indigenous people, like Australia, for instance. The children that they found buried in the back of that Catholic church and home for children were all the children that were taken away from the indigenous people. So when I see them rushing into various countries, they're already present. But I can't help to think how many backyards and graveyards might we find in behind some of these churches. See, they spoke about it in the news in America, and the way they put it was that these people in Australia, I believe, and a couple of other countries, went around burning down churches. But they never mentioned that their children or their children or the children of their people were buried behind these churches. And I don't think the Vatican said anything. Whatever they're calling themselves, rectifying. So I'm just saying that to say that we have to wake up and start to realize who rewrote the religions of today. And how is it the people that rewrote or plagiarized and twisted some of the narratives within the scriptures and the doctrine? How is it that they get they can just do all nature of things? And it's okay, it's accepted. So I just may get the names of some of these places where they found these children. They hushed it, they quieted down as quickly as they brought it up. But I do know the news in America said that these people just went around burning down these churches. I think it was probably the people that didn't want folk to find more evidence. I'm just saying, I don't know for sure. I'm just saying that perhaps it's time for us to wake up and be honest with ourselves. Who's running things if this type of stuff is okay? A quick word. Thank you so much for joining me again for another session of Choice Spirit. Namaste.